Alright, we're on Towers of Doom today, and I'm going to comment on a replay game. I taped this game last night because I thought it would be an important game for me personally, but midway through I started coughing and I turned the mic off. I forgot to turn it back on, so there was no talking through half of it, which people who watch my videos would probably say there's no talking through half of your games anyway. Because I get into it sometimes. But this will give me a chance to talk a little more about Alarak, his builds. Maybe not comment totally on the game, but we do some interesting things that, I don't know, we'll just talk about as they happen. So I'm going lightning build in this game. I believe it's E for everyone else. I use different keys, but the thing about Alarak is that he's got really three builds. He's got a Show of Force build, that's the popular one now. He's got his Discord Strike build, which is probably the least popular. And he's got his Lightning build, which I think was popular, then it went unpopular, and I think it's starting to come back, at least with me. There are advantages and disadvantages to both or all three builds. Show of Force is the popular one right now. And Show of Force, you take the telekinesis reduction at level 1. At 4, you take Show of Force, which is what it's built on. And what that does is if you hit all three of your abilities on somebody within 2 seconds, then you get bonus damage. Starts at 65, scales up as it goes. I don't know what it is at 20. I know all three builds, if you get around 50 lightning stacks, used to be 40, but since they nerfed it, I think it's around 50. If you get 50 lightning stacks, if you complete your Discord quest, and if you get all of your Show of Force sadism stacks, then at level 20, all three builds work out to within 10 points of each other. Which leads me to say the best is the lightning build, but debatable. So, Show of Force build, that's your single target burst build, and that's what everybody wants to do, I think. The drawbacks with the Show of Force build is that it only works on heroes, which is not a huge drawback for Alarak because that's what he's there for, is to take out heroes. I pushed him away thinking Hanzo would finish up that, but he didn't come back, so it worked out. And then I don't know why he leaves here. I don't understand why people get camps and then don't push him in. Makes sense. So that's a Show of Force build. Single target burst build. It's pretty easy to do. You hit your combo, you get 2% damage up to 20%. Pretty easy to do. You stack that up, you gotta hit 10 of them. Super simple. Even if you lose it, you'll get it back in no time. So that's a single target build, and that's, I think, the most popular one right now. I don't know what this Valir is doing. Way out of position. That pull, she's doomed right as the objective comes up. That's awful. I think about going and getting Imperious, but I think she's zoning for me, so I'll just go get the altar. Second build, your Discord Strike build. You get, there's three parts of it. You get 60 when you hit 15 people with Discord Strike. If you hit 2 people with one Discord Strike, I'm just trying to slow up Kerosene, keep their healer from rotating there. You get another 60. So you get those two are pretty, you'll do that every game. And you'll get 120 bonus on your Discord Strike. If you hit 3 people, which is a lot harder to do, but not that impossible, then you will get an extra 100 damage. So you get 220 on your... I don't know how that Lunara skates out of so many situations. That was one lucky deer. The thing about the Discord Strike, you don't lose it when you die, and helps with PvE. You wouldn't really think about it when it's not kind of intuitive that that's why that would be the PvE build. But, you know, it's 220 damage that you get on everything, not just heroes. Which, not so much how it works with the lightning, and I deserve to die here. I missed that pull on ETC. It'd be nice if Joe was around, our tank. We keep leaving bottom lane. You control bottom lane in Towers of Doom, you will win. Just control bot lane. It's worth giving up these 2 towers and maybe even this one to control bottom lane. To get that, start pushing these in. Once they can't get this back, game's over. Anyway, and then you've got the lightning build, which is a little salty here. Lightning build is probably not what you would think. It's the control build. It's kind of odd to say that because you would think that more telekinesis is what you would want for the control build. But you take the quest for lightning at 1, and at 4 you take the damage stacking quest. And it's got the bonus of being infinite stacking if things really work out well. But it's probably going to be the least damage. Although at 16, when you get the double lightning tap, you can really burst people down quickly. And you can burst down a group of people. It doesn't necessarily have to be just one. Although I guess any of these, your show of force, you can hit multiple people with it too. It's just a lot easier to hit multiple people with the lightning build. Plus you get the healing from it, which is pretty nice. But it's the control build because there is a range slow of 40% on the lightning when you hit somebody in the middle with it. Which, once you get the hang of looking for the angles, and it seems like there's always a tower behind somebody or a minion, something. You know, once you learn how to walk, you know, a little bit over to the side to get extra extra procs of your slow, it can be pretty oppressive, to be honest. It's a 40% slow that doesn't degrade for 2 seconds, that's on a range, can hit multiple people, and it sets up your combo really well. Like, once you hit somebody with it, they're pretty slow, and it's a pretty easy pull into a silence. I don't know why our team leaves here. People just don't know how to play this map, I think. I mean, we should be on the other side of the tower here, zoning them off of it. I mean, maybe I pull somebody into the range, then they get the slow from the tower too. But got a great route there, but nobody was up there to take advantage of it. Yeah. Look, everybody is full health, full mana. Everybody. Well, I don't have full mana. Everybody's full health except for Joanna. And we just leave. We just give it up. Typing here. Why are we just giving this up? So anyway, the lightning build is your control build. I think it sets up more kills for your team just because you get the slow and do an easy pull. Plus it's easy to hit 2 people with it, and then you could line up 2 people for a pull combo. You know, and then somebody else on your team's got to follow up. It won't be enough to kill somebody outright, but except for maybe tracers, which is why I love playing against tracer with Alarak. Through the fight here somewhere, I hit all 3 of my people and get all the rewards. Get my 10% sadism back. This is kind of a big deal. Oh, right here it is. Bank. Anyway. So we just... Oh. Nice palm there, but I go into a counter strike, and then the lightning takes him out. It's a nice palm. Didn't end up saving him in the long run, but it was a good try. I don't know. Mouth decides he's gonna be the one to zone, or yeah, zone there. He starts to camp and then just leaves. Guess he thought he needed that heal. Once again, they're showing top. We know at least Valera's up there, so we push in pretty hard here. ETC jumps down, but he's jumping into a pretty bad situation. I think he lives. So they're down to 15 on their shots left on their core. So the lightning build at 1, you take the lightning quest. At 4, you take the lightning quest for damage. At 7, you're taking the probably the pull. It does take your sadism down, but it's just nice to have the extra distance on your pull. I don't know. Get these. We're not pushing them in. We just don't want to push anything in ever. Got a big kill there on Purius. You know, sometimes I'm hesitant here about throwing out my lightning, just because I want to hit. I just want to get the stack when I should just let it fly. I got full mana. There's no reason to be saving anything. Interesting thing happens here. He tries to go back, but gets interrupted by that scatter arrow, and he either doesn't know it, is busy typing, but that leads to a kill, and I think they give up. We have 5 towers, so 6 shots.
Be swift, heroes. Do not let the Gravekeeper's cronies reach the office.
So all 3 of them wins, and we get all 3, and it's over. Just like that. We end up, look at the stats here. I only had 2 kills. That doesn't seem possible. Lunara, a lot of damage. And yet, Johanna gets the MVP. Kind of upset me. I don't think she deserved it. Lunara did well. Malfurion did well. Hanzo, stat-wise, did well. At least he was there helping me defend our bottom. So anyway, that was Towers of Doom, Alarak. I went lightning build, and got to explain a little bit about his builds and which one you take when. Show force build, single target, Discord strike build. If you're gonna have to do more PvE, you're worried about dying. You don't lose your sadism bonus like you do you lose your sadism, but not your bonus you give a show of force. And the lightning build is actually crowd control build. Powerful slow that's ranged. Pretty easy to hit. Leads to easy pulls, combos. So yeah, this is an important game for me because 2 reasons. The most important, I guess, would be 100 wins for the season, and it pushed me into platinum. My first time getting to platinum. So anybody who's watched, thanks for watching. It's my really second full season of playing ranked. My first season wasn't a full season. Started bronze 4 because I played with my kids early on. Just at the end of the seasons, we'd play our 10 games and get out. So, you know, all I played was quick match before that. So I started bronze, and I think I got to gold, something, high gold. Next season, I placed into high silver. That was my first full real season, and I got, I think, to a game of getting to gold 1, and then went on an epic losing streak. I think I lost like 19 out of 20 games. I mean, it was soul crushing. And so I never got back up there. And this time I started silver 4 again, I think. And we've made it up to platinum 5. And there's 3 months left. So barring any soul crushing losing streaks again, maybe I'll get to diamond 5. It'd be nice if I could maybe start in platinum next season. If I start in plat, maybe I got a shot at getting masters. You know, we'll see. I'll have to improve, obviously. But, yeah, I shot up recently a lot. My Heroes Lounge team, Green Apple Splatters, man, the guys, I couldn't get them to practice or whatever, so I just nixed it, and I've kind of stopped playing with them. They've moved on to other teams. And so I've really just played solo for a while now. And, yeah, played a lot of solo. 4 randoms have maybe been better than what I was working with. So, yeah, the games have been pretty easy lately. I'm even trying new stuff. Stitch's AA build, which I have loved. Both times I've done it, it has been, they've been wipeouts. I took a Thrall hammer game where you're stacking his Wind Fury hammer. I previously have done a video on the math that said never to do it, and I had high damage in that game. I think I also died the most, but yeah, keep that on the down low. I did high damage, but more importantly, I just harassed their back line constantly. And you know, maybe I'll do a video like that, like this one of that game, just because it was a unique build, which I wouldn't recommend. I don't think. I'd have to try it again and see if I had the same success with it. But yeah, all things considered, went with it and it worked. So anyway, we hit plat. That was my goal this season. So I wanted to make this video even though my normal video didn't come out because my coughing and turning the mic off. So anyway, thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I kind of like making them. They don't get a whole lot of views yet, but to the people who do watch them, I really appreciate it. You leave comments. To be honest, I don't usually see them very often, but hey man, I'd be happy to talk to anybody in game. You can shoot me a friend invite. It's just Yendor, #11165. Friend pretty much anyone. I usually like to play with you before I actually go into a ranked game. But I don't mind just playing with people, getting to know them. So anyway, I really appreciate the support I've gotten, which hasn't been a ton, but for those who have, I appreciate it. Always looking for people, good players to hang out with, maybe even learn from if you know you're in the platinum range. I don't really want to hang out with golds anymore now that I'm better than them. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.